Hey everyone, KDX Bricks Analytics here. There is a new Lego Star Wars gift with purchase with only a $65 spend threshold, and it is from Walmart. So that is kind of interesting. Also, what looks to be official images for the new Ideas Botanical Garden set have surfaced on the internet. It looks pretty decent, and it will have an impact on a similar set that is retiring at the end of this year. And lastly, I'm going to show you how I got 51% off of a bunch of Lego sets at Kohl's about a month ago. So let's get into it. The Discord channel started popping messages on this a couple of days ago, and we can see that Lego and Walmart have teamed up for this free Lego Star Wars Gasgano's Pod Race gift with purchase when you spend $65 on qualified Lego Star Wars sets. legoreselling.com is the web address. The way I got to it is I just searched Lego Star Wars, Walmart, GWP, Brick Fanatics, and that way I could go to the Brick Fanatics article and get this great picture of this little set of Gasgano's Pod Racer. Obviously, it kind of goes with the Mos Espa Pod Race diorama. This article is a short little read, but most importantly, it gives you the links to get the set list of the qualifying Star Wars sets. You have to make your purchase. I think it was started a couple of days ago, and anytime between now and November 12th. And then to redeem this promo, you have to upload your receipt by November 19th. Clicking on this link brings us to legoreselling.com. And then here's all the details and the 3 easy steps to redeem. First one is shop. Second one is take a picture of your in-store receipt or grab a screenshot of your online receipt from your phone and then upload it or send it to this web address. And here's the table of all of the qualifying Star Wars sets. It's about a page and a half, and about half of these are retiring at the end of this year. I popped open all of the retiring sets that qualify here on Brickset, and we'll run through these about 15, and I'll let you know if I think they are worth diving in on to get this GWP or if they would still be a pass for me in some cases. So first one is the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Retails for $20, so you'd have to pick up 4 to cross the $65 threshold. These are on sale for 20% off regularly, so I don't know how great of a deal that is. I don't think it's terrible, but I have seen a couple of Discord chats saying that when they uploaded their receipt, they got an email back saying that it was rejected or not accepted by Walmart for this promo. And a couple of people suggested that if you bought multiple of the same set, that Walmart and Lego may not be as enthusiastic to redeem your GWP with that receipt. When I pick it up, I'm going to try to get one set that crosses the $65 threshold or maybe 2 different sets. The next retiring set that qualifies is the UCS AT-AT at $850. I expect this GWP to go for maybe $30. That could be pushing it. And so $30 promo on an $850 set doesn't seem worth it. So I am definitely not enticed to pick this one up because of this. Oh, and I also read a couple of places that this GWP comes in a bag and not a box. I have no idea if that is true or not, but that would be kind of interesting if that was the case. Boba Fett's Starship Microfighter set 75344 is on the list, and I wouldn't be going for this one for this promo. $10 set, but it's been $6 or $7 more often than not lately. All 3 retiring mechs are on the list, so actually picking those up and one of the Ahsoka Clone Trooper Battle Packs on top of that to just barely cross over the $65 threshold might not be a bad buy. I might actually go for that. Here's Boba Fett's mech, of course. Chewbacca at $200, a huge no for me. I'm only going for this set if it is less than $100, like $90, $95. Commander Cody's helmet. This is the other one that I think would be a pretty good deal. Retail is $70. Yes, it is $55 here and there. But if the GWP goes for $30, then we're getting this one for about $40 equivalent. Heck, you never know. Maybe the GWP blows up and goes for $50 or $60, and now you're getting a really good deal. It is only one per household or account, so even if it does blow up, it's not like you can source a bunch of them very easily. Here's the Darth Vader mech I was talking about a second ago. Emperor's Throne Room diorama, $100 set. Same story with many of the retiring sets on this list. They are on sale a lot in other retailers anyways, and so getting $30 off isn't that much of a deal. I've seen this set for $50 at Walmart just in store a couple of times. Endor Speeder Chase diorama. This one's only $80, but same story. Luke Skywalker's Land Speeder. It's a UCS, but it's only $240, so not nearly as poor of a deal as picking picking up the $850 AT-AT, but I've seen this one for $150, maybe even less a couple of times at Targets. Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor. Not a horrible deal with this GWP, but it has been on sale 20% off a fair amount, and it is not a very good set. It is flat, literally and figuratively. This Marathon Millennium Falcon also qualifies, been out since 2019, $170. Too long of a shelf life and too expensive for this promo. And then this is interesting. The Mos Eisley Cantina is on the list. Also been out for a really long time, since 2020, but this is a very popular set in the Lego investing and reselling community. 4.5 on brick set is awesome. But if we go to this set on Walmart.com, it is $574. Obviously, since it is well over the $399.99 MSRP, this is a secondary reseller. And I can't remember if Walmart had any of these on the primary market. But nonetheless, my objective when investing is to buy sets on the primary market at discount so that I can sell them at the secondary market price. So clearly, I'm not going to be picking up the Mos Eisley Cantina for this promo. E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter from the first season of Ahsoka. Pretty short shelf life, September 23 to the end of this year. $110, kind of spendy, but all 5 of the minifigures are exclusive. So I'm not going to go for it to get this promo, but I wouldn't say it'd be the worst idea. Pirate Snub Fighter. This set is mostly junk, only a 3.7 on brick set, so a pass. The large $240 R2D2, way over the $65 threshold. The further you go over the threshold, the more it waters down the value of the GWP, so a pass for me. Plus, we've got the new $100 R2D2 with Darth Malak that is a much better build and, in my opinion, a much cooler set. Mandalorian Spider Tank, also pretty much junk other than the Bo-Katan minifigure. Here's the third mech retiring this year, Stormtrooper mech. N1 Starfighter Microfighter qualifies, one of my all-time least favorite Star Wars sets. $16 is insane. I think Lego hoped that part of the selling point is 2 minifigures, but Grogu is so small, it is like a minifigure and a third, and neither of them are exclusive. Yavin 4 Rebel Base, $170 for 1,066 pieces, is way overpriced. It's a weak build. The minifigures, they're decent. 12 of total, 7 of them are unique, but none of the unique minifigures are big name Star Wars characters, and so I don't expect any of them to do great. And then lastly is Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, another overpriced and underwhelming set. And then I want to show one more set that does qualify for this GWP. It's Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi Shuttle. This one is not retiring at the end of this year. I do want to put in a purchase to get the GWP, and I'm debating between doing one more Commander Cody or picking up this one, and I'd be getting this one now for personal build. It's an $80 set. I'm sure we'll be able to get it for $50 sometime before it retires, but to get it now so I can build it for fun and get the GWP seems like a pretty good deal, and I think I would keep both for my personal collection. Now on to the Lego Ideas Botanical Garden, and these awesome official pictures just surfaced a few hours before sitting down to record this. I'm on the Lego Leak Reddit page, and here's the website that Lego Leaks got these pictures from. The front of the box, the somewhat common black background for some ideas and icon sets, so a lot of the sets that are aimed at adults. The back of the box with some pretty good detailed shots, and then here's the main official image. The set is on 2 32 by 32 green panels. Lots of color, lots of plants, of course, lots of windows so light can get in there. Overall, I think the design looks good. Some of the plants look a little simple and a little repetitive, so I have some concerns about that, but we gotta get the interior detail shots to really get a gauge. There are all the minifigures, nothing special, but it's nice to have a bunch. They're standard minifigure torso prints. Here's the main lifestyle photo, and interestingly enough, you can see how the 32 by 32 panels are warping just a little bit, and that is common with these panels. When you lay a bunch of tiles and bricks with that clutch power, just pulls them in just a little bit. In the long run, that's a pretty good thing because it means the pieces stay together pretty well, and of course you can just connect this to another panel in your city and have it all lay flat. Bird's eye view of it partially built. I do like all of the random studs so you can pose minifigures throughout. And now we've got some details, some pretty good plant designs and builds in this picture. A lot of good plant designs here. I don't know about these Technic pieces. That looks a little too stemmy maybe. I went to Falcon Bricks to find all of the details for the set. It is set 21353. The name Botanical Garden. It's releasing November 1st. $330, 37.92 pieces. At least the price to part ratio is decent, but a lot of small pieces and a solid approximately 12 minifigures. I teased it in the opener, but this set could have an impact on a somewhat popular set that is retiring in 2.5 months, and that is this friend's Botanical Garden that has some similarities, but obviously obviously is a lot smaller. This one is only $80, 4.7 on Brickset. It is not fully enclosed, so that is one big difference. Obviously, with the dramatic price difference, that makes sense. But one thing I think I like a little bit better about the Friends set is the foliage and plant designs seem to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more interesting. There's some pink frogs in there. I think these designs are really great. They're so simple and they look fantastic. And then this image is great, using broom pieces, hearts, mohawk hair pieces, saxophones. I really hope that the idea set has a lot of cool, unique builds like this, and that the official pictures that have come out so far just don't show all of the detail. The big question is, with the idea set announced, is this one no longer a good investment, or is it still something worth looking at? Honestly, I really don't know. The price difference is so great that maybe the new set will have no impact on this. Maybe the new set, when the reviews come out and all the details come out, blow this one out of the water, that nobody would want anything to do with this set after seeing the new set. Maybe the new set coming out will remind people of this set that's no longer available at MSRP, and maybe they'll say, hey, I want something that is botanical garden related, but I don't want to pay $330, and I'd be willing to pay $140 for this set. So really, I'm 50-50 on which direction it could go, but I wanted to at least make you aware so that you have that to consider if you do pick up some of these. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about Kohl's deals. I got a couple of comments on a previous video asking how all of the deals and cashbacks and promos worked a few weeks ago when people were posting about getting sets just over 50% off. So I took some screenshots on my phone. First deal was that Kohl's had 20% off on about 30 sets. I was only interested in 5 or 6 of them for my investment portfolio. And then the next promo they had was an extra $10 off when spending $50 on Lego. The third promo they had was $10 Kohl's cash when spending $50. And all of those were stackable. But wait, there's one more. They also had members earning 3x rewards, which amounts to another 15% in Kohl's cash. And again, this one was stackable on top. So 4 stackable promos. Absolutely insane. That was a fun week. I'm sorry, but these deals are not going on right now, but I'm sharing with you. So the next time Kohl's does something like this, we are ready to go. I was feverishly signing up to be a member, like in the checkout line when I picked up a few in store, and then I did a bunch of online orders. Here's a few receipts from my orders. One was 4 of Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Retail price $20, so it would have been $80. It was 20% off, $63.96. $10 more off because I spent over $50. And then here's the $10 in Kohl's cash and the 15% in Kohl's rewards. So I saved $34.95 on what I spent, and then I got another $18 back in Kohl's cash. A second example, I got one of the Mercedes Speed Champions 2-pack, retails for $35, $28. And then I also got one of the Ideas Tales of the Space Sage, retails for $50, got it for $40. I saved $35.95. And same thing, got $10 more Kohl's cash, and then another $8.70 in Kohl's rewards. And you can see my Kohl's rewards balance was up to $82.11 by the time I put this order in. So after doing all of these purchases during promo week, I had to wait a few days until Kohl's cash became available to use. And so here's an example of a purchase I did with all that Kohl's cash. Commander Cody helmet, 20% off at $56. Because I was over the $50 threshold, I got the $10 off because that continued into the period when we could start using our Kohl's cash. And so I only had to spend $45.99 of Kohl's cash to get this set for free. So hopefully that helps explain for the next time Kohl's does something like that. All of their promos and cashbacks can get complicated. I very wrongfully said at the end of one of my videos, Murphy's Law, like a few days before Kohl's came out with all these promos, I said, I'm not dealing with Kohl's cash, it's a pain. But that was when there was only Kohl's cash going on. Once they did 20% off Kohl's cash, $10 back and 15% more insider rewards, or I guess membership rewards, then I said, all right, I gotta dive in. So I picked up a bunch of sets, and like I said, my average savings was 51% off, but it wasn't all good news. I need to warn you, Kohl's does a terrible job shipping sets. If you don't buy larger sets, then they put them in poly bags, shipping bags, instead of boxes. And so I got a bunch of these Clone Trooper battle packs. I think I got 40 of them, and about 20 of them look like this. And what they did is they would just lay them flat in a shipping bag, and of course they ran over it with their truck before they delivered it to my front door. I'm not too worried about it because I actually want about 10 of those battle packs for myself, but of the 40 that I got, 20 of them are smashed up pretty good. So 20 of them will probably go on Amazon and the other 10 will go on eBay. All right, that's a wrap. Hopefully you can get that GWP if you're going for it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else.